moving to Dubai has really helped me, being able to make certain connections I probably wouldn't if I was living in Nigeria. You're just one person away from one person. Like if you here, it's more about the quality of your character, not how much you have or what you drive or stuff like that. Because here you probably see more Lamborghinis than any other place. Number plates that is worth $14 million on a car that is just $700,000. That is the peak of status here. You are great to one person, this person introduces you to this person, this person introduces you to this person, and boom, before you know it, you're already in the power circle. There are things that people will always want. People will always want comfort. People will always want ease of use. People will always want convenience. So if you can tie all of this into anything that you do, like people have always been saying, oh, e-commerce is dead, but hey, how come we're having millionaires and billionaires still coming out of this industry, right? So yep, that is something that I feel like anyone who is in a first world country who has access to a phone and internet should add zero excuses as to them not making money.
I love that. I totally agree. And I'm going to buy that book. That looks super good. It reminds me of just like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like using those like psychological biases that people have to like really appeal to them.
Bro, I've read it so much. Every page is highlighted. Like literally, I finished reading. I read books a lot because I feel like if you read 1,000 books, you live 1,000 life through 1,000 eyes. So you get to experience life through different people's perspective. And I mean, these people are literally like professors of life, not of theories or whatever. They've learned so much, and then they just go back and share what they've learned, and you have to pay like $50 for that. You'll be doing yourself a disservice not to. And then I have this book, and I know we're talking about e-commerce, but I have this book called How to Make Money in Stocks, a winning system in good times or bad times. And this guy managed wealth and hedge funds for people, and he had a winning system that consistently made money from 1880 to 2009.
That's crazy, right? Over 100 years.
Yeah. So if someone has learned something and you can tap into their wealth database, you'll be doing yourself a disservice not to. And that's what has helped me anyways. That's my own.
I totally agree. And I think right now, this is something I talk about sometimes, is that it feels like with the attention economy, like the short form content economy, reading a book, like sitting down and reading a book, it's almost like you're being like a rebel, like these days.
Yeah.
To just sit down and read a fucking book. It's so funny. So that makes me want to read even more.
Yeah, true. And I mean, it's a great way. I've seen reading as a way to meditate, because you have to be still for you to read, and you just have this rush of new ideas. And when you allow yourself to marinate in it, you even have more control on things than people who are constantly plugged into, their phone, their devices, and all of that. And you see the world from a different lens. So your chances of becoming successful is also higher because you're able to narrow down your focus and have tunnel vision compared to people who are...
Real quick, if you appreciate these clips and interviews that I put forward for you, then please make sure you use our Shopify link in the description to start your own Shopify business with an exclusive deal. And also make sure you check out akemulab.com for additional resources, free tools, guides, and just a lot of interesting stuff that will help your journey, even some software deals that are exclusive to akemulab.com. So make sure you do that and continue watching the video.
Overwhelmed by shiny object syndrome. I believe how you do one thing is how you do anything anyways. Like how you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you the kind of person to try and open multiple tabs all at once, shuffling back and forth with it, it's the same way you run a business. Like you probably be spreading yourself too thin in all of this. But yeah, man, that's the edge. That's the edge.
Yeah, that's crazy. I love that you say that because I mean, we haven't touched on like any numbers here, but it'll probably be in the title. But you're big in terms of like how much you've sold your things for. So it's like coming from you especially, it will really resonate with people. Because I think right now there's just a lot of people making content, giving advice. You know, there's like the 19-year-old life coach out there, you know, like that kind of thing. So I think this is going to be super powerful. Now, I'm curious, you know, you're living in Dubai. How has that been? When you moved there, how long ago? Like 6 years ago?
5 years ago.
5 years ago? How has that been?
There's one of the best life of moving to Dubai has really helped me. One, being able to make certain connections I probably wouldn't if I was living in Nigeria. And then two, it has also broadened my mindset because there's a difference between you making money and also knowing the value of that money which you have and the things it can grant you access to. In Nigeria, it's more of like the human life isn't that valued. You may be in an accident right now and be rushed to the hospital, and your chances of getting answered is slim to none because the doctors are probably on strike for unpaid salaries. And now if you even go to a private hospital, you still have to do a few things to get ahead of the line and all of that. And I just saw how my own parents lived, and I was like, no, I don't want to live like this. And I didn't plan to move to Dubai. I was supposed to go on vacation after, selling my companies, but I went to Estonia and Estonia was cold. I went to Tallinn, Estonia, and it was too cold. And I was raised in Nigeria. I don't like cold weather. And then I'm anemic, right? I have low blood iron, so I cannot even survive somewhere cold. So I now thought of coming to Dubai because I've always heard, oh, Dubai is great, Dubai is great. So let me visit this city, right? I came here, first two experiences that made my mind was, the first one, I was to cross the pedestrian walkway and I ran. And the guy that was in the car just honked at me like, brother, why are you running? I said, because in my country, if you are passing the pedestrian walkway and cars are coming, you better pick race because if you look left, look right, look left, look right, you still have to look left and right again to be sure a car is not coming at you. If a car is coming, just forget your legs. So I had to run. And then the safety here is also great. The safety factor here is really amazing. And aside that, it helps you aim for more. This was a city that I came to and I saw an 18-year-old in a Bugatti. I've always loved fast cars. Like I drive fast cars because they make me happy, not because I want to inspire anyone or because I want to brag to anyone. I've never cared about what people think about me. But I saw that and it just made me aim for more. And also the fact that you're just one person away from one person, right? Like here, it's more about the quality of your character, not how much you have or what you drive or stuff like that. Because here you probably see more Lamborghinis than any other place. The bragging right is number plates. Like you can see a number plate that is worth $14 million on a car that is just $700,000. That is the peak of status here. But you are great to one person, this person introduces you to this person, and this person introduces you to this person, and boom, before you know it, you're already in the power circle. But it's more about the quality of your character, because if you're a terrible person, you always lose access to these people anyways, because sense of discerning is high, right? You didn't get wealthy by just allowing anybody into your circle. So